larger network of land projects. That's the Diamante Bridge Collective. So you're going to hear me talk about this a lot more because the 3 layers of Giveth are really critical to how we're networking these different common land projects together, and then using the traces to actually show how contributions that come in at the community level, which is the larger cause, can be distributed to each of these land projects and support people who are creating regenerative livelihoods by stewarding the land, taking care of it, growing it, restoring degraded lands, and then learning how to build and constructing homes that we can live in that are more integrated with nature. So there's a lot of people who have been joining us together. We recently signed a constitution and founded a legal asociación colectiva, which is a little used entity in Costa Rica that happens to fit our needs. And I think it's definitely going to be something for the future. It gives a lot of rights and protections to members of the association. And the collectiva itself is flexible, so people can join it. They can join it and offer or learn skills and make contributions on the ground. There's a lot of parallels to what we do with our online community to how this is being mapped into the community on the ground. And then one of the underlying, I guess I would say it's a foundational element of this collective and any members that come into it, is we're working to put land into trust. Transforming land ownership is the number one priority. And we've had a couple of really big successes recently. We were able to take a $250,000 crypto donation and receive it into a DAF, not the Giveth one, but another one that has a lower rate associated with it, which we'll talk about that on how to make some changes for Giveth later based on what we've learned. But usually money has to be held in an escrow for like 8 months in order for you to show where it came from and be able to make purchases like this. But through SDG, we've been able to take like $250,000 in crypto and $30,000 to $50,000 cash contributions anonymously and with tax deductions either way, and turn that into a payment to actually purchase land and put it into trust through this collective so that the individuals who are working on the lands are also being able to be regenerative, reduce all of their needs and the costs that are associated so they can live a better quality of life on a lot lower budget. So those are the goals that we're doing with the collective itself, the Diamante Bridge Collective. And then Diamante Luz is a project that's pretty dear to my heart. And I'll tell you this, I staked into this project besides providing my skills to manage the development of this. Gitcoin helped me acquire my financial standing there and helped us secure part of that. So by participating in the crypto community, working with Giveth, using Gitcoin, using things like Uniswap and 1inch throughout these last few years, I've been able to receive airdrops that allowed me to contribute financially to sustaining some of these projects. So thank you for giving me the moment to tell you about it, because this is where a lot of, if you don't see me on a Giveth call, it's because I'm doing something on this project and constantly weaving it back and forth. Just to give you a little idea of how that works, a lot of times it means going to things like TEC calls and looking at Common Stack videos and taking down all of my little sticky notes around like the rules of the commons and the things that are coming out and being implemented online, and then listening to other calls and recordings about how we can change our political systems in order to change the economics. So creating communities of people that share a culture that cares about the people who are caring for the things is really what we're trying to do here. And we need these online tools that are being developed from Giveth and the token engineering community in order to really unite and connect the people on the ground that share these missions. And I'm really excited to do more work to drive some donation matching, and have been training a lot of people to use Giveth all throughout this valley. I was walking up a dirt road the other day and I looked down on the ground and saw a Giveth sticker. And about a month ago, I was walking in another community and saw a Common Stack sticker stuck on something. So this family is weaving beautifully, and I'm really grateful to all of you for being a part of it and coming to hang out here in our little piece of paradise. Does anybody have any questions?
We can all come visit, right?
Yeah, that's the idea. I spoke a lot about the stewardship part of this, but really, we also have fiber internet that's getting better and better all the time. And the digital nomad visa is coming into play. And this is kind of a decentralized village. You can come live in something simple. You can rent a house. You can share rooms with people. There's lots of ways to come just be here and live and work together and learn and share what we have.
Can't wait to come check it out one day.
I heard we have a few different visitors coming, like Livia is coming down, and Gary, decentralized dance parties are coming to the valley.
I got a quick shill. I just posted in the Dow channel. Any honey holders, there's a vote on OneHive right now for like a Fox honey token swap. It's pretty cool. Like initially we were talking to them about doing liquidity mining on XDAI, which is where Giveth could do it too. We could spend it. We are going to be doing it, right? Giveth is going to be paying a bunch of Give to kind of like rent liquidity. Another thing we could experiment doing is a token swap with OneHive with Give, where we give them $100,000 of Give, they give us $100,000 worth of honey, and then both projects deposit that onto a liquidity pool. So it's protocol-owned liquidity, and it's also a way to like diversify the Give treasury, and it'll generate fees with trades that will go to the Giveth treasuries. So I'm lobbying for votes, and I think it'll be great because if this experiment goes well with Shapeshift, we can do it with Giveth as well. I also wanted to ask too, speaking of community spotlight, what's the latest with the giving block? Are we still working on importing all the projects, listing all the projects on Giveth?
Well, the thing is that it's in the works, and I think Carlos has it pretty much ready to go. The thing that's on hold is that these projects won't be able to receive Give tokens. And so if we launch with 400 projects on our platform that can't receive Give tokens, it might be pretty confusing for users. Like we're giving you a bunch of Give tokens to go and donate or to go and use or whatever, but if you can't donate to more than half the projects on the platform using those Give tokens, then that's a little confusing. As well as, they wouldn't be able to be verified projects and participate in givebacks if they can't accept Give tokens.
Right. I think we have this call with Gemini this week, and I'm looking forward to it. But I do want to make it clear that I don't think they've made it pretty clear that they don't list tokens right at launch, basically, which makes sense. So I think we can work towards that, but I just don't think they're going to be able to accept Give anytime soon. But I do think it'd be great for when we do the Give Economy launch if we had all these awesome projects from the Giving block listed. And I hear that it'll be a little confusing if they don't accept Give, but I actually think the benefits outweigh the cons, because not only will they not be able to accept Give, but they'll only be able to accept like a limited number of tokens, right? Whichever tokens that Gemini supports. So we'll already have to do work to be like, oh, this project accepts these tokens, and it's okay. I think people, I don't think it'd be too confusing, right? It's like, oh, you can accept Give, you can donate to Give to some, you can only donate these certain tokens to these projects. It's not ideal, but I think it's still worth, if we can get all those projects on there, I think it'll be worth it. But open to disagreement there, open to objection. But I just don't want to make that necessarily a blocker. But also understand we have other priorities too. So just wanted to get the update there. But I think it'd be great if we could have all those projects listed on Giveth for the Give Economy launch.
I think they would just there would be way more of those projects than there would be any other projects. So it would be hard to find any projects that you could actually donate Give to or any other token except for those limited ones.
Yeah, I think the impact on the user experience would, if we are going to push people to donate Give, it would be I think they would have to click 5 or 6 projects before they found one that they could, and so that kind of experience seems I think it outweighs the, like, I would almost be like, hey, let's, like, we could list them now and then take them off at launch, for that week or two. But that seems
خانم
also,
ماهی برای می‌ذاری گرم شه؟
what do you mean? I mean, you.
No, sorry, I'm not mute. I thought I'm mute.
Well, you can donate. I mean, they can still get givebacks, right? If you donate other tokens, USDC and stuff like that, they can still earn give. Maybe it's okay that we're not immediately pushing people to donate give, because even if they were donating give to these giving block projects, it would just immediately be liquidated, and that would put a lot of sell pressure on give token. So maybe it's okay if you're donating other tokens and still earning give. I kind of want to challenge it. And as a user experience, it's like, you can only donate these certain project with these certain tokens, and we can explain it. Like, this is a nonprofit, they only accept these tokens. I think we could put a little blurb there. And that it would still be an okay experience and still worth having. Like, it'd be awesome. I mean, there would be a lot of those projects, but it'd be a lot of really legit projects. And then everyone who comes to Giveth, they have a ton of projects to choose from. And I think it gives us a lot of credibility when we have, over 500 projects, a lot of which are pretty established, well-known nonprofits.
I think you just change a lot of the designs that are all already making that call to action, if we want to go that route.
Like in the give drop flow, that one design where we have people estimate how much they do.
And even in the video right now, we're saying, donate, give, like that's in the works, and so I think it's kind of a, I don't know. I think Lauren would know more about how much of a change that would be.
I'm even thinking that even if we left all that there and just on these projects, I could only accept a certain number of tokens. We just have, we do have to do the work to only show the tokens that they accept, and then just put a blurb like, this nonprofit only accepts these tokens, and Give isn't one of them yet because Give just launched, right? But people understand that, and maybe we could even put like, tell them to accept Give too, or something like that, and so it's like it opens up an email to Giving Block or to Gemini or something like that, like.
I like that last one. Email Gemini and tell them to accept.
Totally. All right, well, something to think about. We don't have to decide it right now, but I want to thank you for the update, and let's maybe something we can think about in some of these other circles going forward.
Yeah, and I think the other idea too was that maybe we just don't do it right at launch. Maybe we add them like a few weeks later or something. So that way, at least like right at the very launch, we don't have all the confusion, but we can still get them on within a few weeks. But yeah, we can definitely talk more about it and see what kind of implications it would have on the current flow. But we've only got about 2 more minutes left in the call. So I don't know if there's anything else that we really needed to focus on or talk about, or just say happy Halloween, everybody. Have fun today. I don't know, maybe we want to do like a round and tell us what you're going to dress up as.
I'm going to be, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm dressing up as a unicorn. Right?
Yeah.
So salty, and finally I gave up,
Show us your horn, Mitch.
I got my horn over here.
We need pictures. We'll
It's
need
a plantain,
pictures.
actually. I don't know how this thing is going to go on. So this horn, guys. It's a plantain with googly eyes.
Great.
Yeah, I'm really happy that's recorded. I'll give it to Danny because I know she's ready.
Oh yeah, I took my horn off because it's basically a candle, and I'm afraid I'm going to break it if I wear it around too much. But my let me see. My horn has a little skeleton guy with his own horn made out of a shell. Isn't that cool? Yeah. I think at some point we may all light the candles. There's about 6 of us that made horns out of these spiral candles. So, Lauren and Griff, I hope you guys decide to make it with us. I'm making extra horn just in case. Ashley, show us your horn.
Yeah, I made one too. I think I want to do a little bit more, but it's all rainbowy, and everything else is gonna be super rainbow. I have like a rainbow tail and like all this stuff. So, unicorns.
I will be a Dalmatian because I have Dalmatian onesie, and any excuse to wear a onesie is a good one.
I'll probably just be Santa again, although the unicorn horn might happen. I'll pass it to Mohammed.
I pass it to someone else. I pass it to Willie.
I'm gonna be Harry Potter. It's my go-to. And this year we painted a pumpkin, so I have a nice matching Harry Potter pumpkin out front. And I'm hoping I'm gonna get some trick-or-treaters. So we'll see. I gotta go get some candy still. And I'll pass to Jim S. Carver. Or Jim Scarver.
Oh, he just messaged me that his mic's not working.
Oh, maybe he's gonna show us a video. Hey Jim. Happy Halloween. Who has not gone yet? Has everyone gone? No? Rochelle, have you gone?
Put some people on the spot, you know?
No, I'm not gonna be having anything this year. So I don't know who's left.
Maybe by me.
Well, we don't really celebrate this year, but for some reason kids wanted to, so we did do that, but I didn't dress up or anything. I just got a ton of candies and gave them to kids.
All right. Well, we're definitely.
What the fuck?
So we're up at the top of the hour. Unless anybody has some last-minute costume reveals they want to do, I guess we could all go and have a great Halloween.
Bye, guys.
Happy Halloween.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.